Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda and I'm from Amanda Crochets, and in today's tutorial I'm going to teach you how to make the sharp chevron stitch. This is an intermediate level stitch and it is another take on the most popular chevron stitch, and this is just a little bit different in terms of it's a little bit more sharper as the name indicates. And this is because we're making this stitch a little bit differently than the previous chevron stitch that I've made on my channel before. So this is what it looks like, and you can see that it really has the dip in the chevron design. You can totally make this in any color that you like, whether it's a solid color. You mix up the colors to match your home decor or maybe even your school colors, and the possibilities are endless with this. So again, I'm going to show you how to make this sharp chevron stitch, so let's get started on today's tutorial. So for today's tutorial, you're going to need some worsted weight yarn. You can use whatever yarn you would like, but I'm just going to be showing you with this Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn, and this is the color Amethyst. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but it's nice medium purple color. And this is 100% acrylic. This is 7 ounces or 199 grams, 355 yards or 325 meters. And the recommended hook size is a US I9 or 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm going to be bumping my crochet hook up a little bit, and I'm going to be using a size J 6 millimeter crochet hook today. You can use whatever yarn you would like I said, and you can use whatever coordinating crochet hook you would like as well. Okay, so for the sharp chevron stitch, you're going to have a stitch multiple of 14 plus 3. So if you ever want to make this stitch bigger or smaller, you just want to have your stitch multiple of 14 plus 3. So I'm going to take 14 times any number, and at the very end, once you're satisfied with your width, you're going to add 3 more chains. Because I'm just doing a sample size today, I'm going to do 14 times 3, which is 42, plus 3 more chains on the very end, which is a total of 45 chains. Again, if you wanted to make your swatch bigger, or if you wanted to go right ahead and start making a project, you can go ahead and do a stitch multiple of 14 plus 3. So for my sample, I'm going to make 45 chains. So that loop on your hook does not count. You're going to yarn over your hook and pull through that loop. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Continue until you have a total of 45 chains, or your stitch multiple of 14 plus 3. Okay, now that we have our 45 chains, or again your multiple of 14 plus 3, we can go ahead and begin row 1. For row 1, we're going to skip the first 3 chains, and we're going to work 2 double crochets into the 4th chain from your hook. So that loop on your hook does not count. Count 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And in that 4th chain, you're going to make 2 double crochets. So yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that 4th chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that completes your first double crochet. Next, you're going to make 1 more double crochet into that same chain. So again, yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And that completes your first 2 double crochets. Now with that skipped with those skip stitches at the beginning, those chain 3, that's going to count as your first double crochet. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your stitch marker into the very top stitch. So this stitch right here is your double crochet, and that little chain or that loop right next to it is going to be the top of your chain 3. So go ahead and put your stitch marker into that stitch right there. Okay, next we're going to make 1 double crochet into each of the next 3 chains. So in that very next chain, you're going to make 1 double crochet. One double crochet into the next chain, and 1 double crochet into the chain after that. So you should have a total of 3 double crochets. In the next stitch, you're going to make a double crochet 3 together over the next 3 chains. So that means you're going to work across these 3 chains right here, and you're going to be making the double crochet 3 together. So yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2. Now you're going to leave the remaining part of that double crochet unworked, and you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that very next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 4 loops in your hook. You're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Again, you're going to leave that stitch unworked, and you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into that next chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 5 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops only. So now you should have 3 double crochets together, and to finish your stitch, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 loops on your hook. And we are working on the valley part of our stitch. So this very first part here with the 3 double crochets is going to be the peak or the top of your chevron, and we're working down, and this is going to be the valley. Now you may not see this until you get to the second row, but this is the valley that we're working on right here. Okay, so you're going to make a double crochet 3 together in that next stitch. You're going to have 2 of them right next to each other. So in that next stitch, you're going to go ahead and start your double crochet. You're going to leave that unworked. You're going to yarn over and insert your hook into that next stitch. Again, leave that remaining double crochet unworked, yarn over and insert your hook into that next stitch. You should have 4 loops remaining, yarn over and pull through all 4 loops. Okay, next you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3, and you're going to be working in the next 2 stitches, and you're going to make 3 double crochets into the next 2 stitches. So this is going to be the top of your chevron, so work 3 double crochets into that next stitch, and in that stitch after that, make 3 more double crochets. Okay, so you can kind of see your chevron forming a little bit with that valley right here and then the peak or the top of your chevron. So you're just going to repeat this all the way across. So again, you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. You're going to make a double crochet 3 together over the next 6 stitches. You're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3, and then 3 double crochets into the next 2. So I'll go ahead and walk you through it one more time. So in each of the next 3 chains, you're going to make 1 double crochet, you're going to make a double crochet 3 together twice, so remember when you're making the double crochet together, you're stopping at that last part before you yarn over, and at the very end you should have 4 loops on your hook, and then you're going to pull through all 4. You're going to do that one more time. So start your double crochet, end right there, start your next double crochet, end right there, in your 3rd double crochet, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. You're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. The next 2 chains, you're going to have 3 double crochets in each of those chains. 1, 2, and 3. The chain after that, 3 double crochets. Okay, so you're going to continue that until you have 4 chains remaining. When you have 4 chains remaining, I will go ahead and show you what the end of this row looks like. Okay, so I have 4 chains remaining, and for the next 3 chains, you're going to go ahead and make 1 double crochet in each of those chains. So 1, 2, and 3. And then in that very last chain, you're going to make 3 double crochets. So that's going to mimic the very beginning of your row. So you're going to have 3 double crochets in that last chain. 1, 2, and 3. And to keep your ends even, you're going to put a stitch marker right here in that very last stitch of your row. And again, you're going to see your pattern forming a little bit more now that you have your entire row, and it's going to form even more when you have more rows after this. So what you're going to do next is you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2, and 3, and turn your work, and that chain 3 is going to count as your first double crochet. So in the top of that chain 3, you're going to move your stitch marker up to that top of the chain 3, so that way you know that's the first stitch of your row. You're going to make 2 double crochets into that very first stitch. So you're going to find the bottom of that stitch, which is right here, and you're going to make 2 double crochets into that stitch. Now making the double crochet, if you turn your work, you're going to see those 2 loops. You want to make sure you grab onto the entire stitch right there. So 2 double crochets into that very first stitch, and now we can start our repeat. So for the repeat, you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 double crochets. So 1, 2, and 3. You're going to make a double crochet 3 together over the next 3 stitches, and you're going to do this twice. So again, yarn over your hook, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over your hook, insert your hook into that next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. You should have 4 loops remaining, yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. Okay, so you're going to do that one more time with the double crochet 3 together. In the next 3 stitches, you're going to go ahead and make 1 double crochet. For the next 2 double crochets, you're going to make 3 double crochets. So if you pull your work apart a little bit, you can see your 3 double crochets from the previous row, and how you know you're going into the right stitch is you're going to go into the 2 innermost double crochets of that 3 double crochets. So this is your first double crochet, this is your second that we just worked in, and in that 3rd double crochet, that is where you're going to make 3 double crochets. And then for that next stitch, again, you can see those 3 double crochets together. You're going to put your 3 double crochets into that very first double crochet of the 3 double crochets from the previous row. And then that way your stitches, the peaks and the valleys, sit right on top of one another, and that is how your chevron pattern is formed. So if you're not going into the 2 innermost stitches for your peak, you are going into the wrong stitch. So again, I can do a nice close-up for you. So you have your 3 double crochets from the previous row, and you are working into that very last double crochet for the first section, and then for this next section right here, you have your 3 double crochets, and you're working into that very first double crochet. Okay, so you're going to make 1 double crochet into the next 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to make a double crochet 3 together over the next 2 stitches. So you're going to start your first double crochet 3 together, 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through all 4, and then one more time with the double crochet 3 together, pull through all 4 loops. Okay, so that's just the end of our repeat, and that's what you're going to be doing for the rest of your row. So you're always going to have 3 double crochets in between your peaks and valleys. And again, for the peak, you're always going to go into the 2 innermost stitches of your row. And then 3 double crochets into the next. Okay, 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And then your double crochet 3 together. Yarn over, pull through all 4 loops. You're going to make 1 more double crochet 3 together. Pull through all 4 loops. So we're getting near the end of our row, so you're going to make 1 double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. And at the very end, you're going to have your chain 3, and remember we have our stitch marker in that top of the chain 3. So in the top of the chain 3, you're going to go ahead and make 3 double crochets. And then again, when you have your stitch markers, you're going to put them in the very first and very last stitch of each row, and as you make more rows, you're just going to move that stitch marker up. So here is what 2 rows look like. And again, you start to see the pattern forming a little bit more. So to make the sharp chevron stitch, you're just going to repeat row 2 for the pattern. So I'm going to go ahead and make a few more rows so you can see what the pattern looks like even more, and you can go ahead and practice. Again, you just want to repeat row 2 over and over for the pattern. So I will make a few more rows and come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, so I have finished 4 rows of the sharp chevron stitch. So let me zoom out a little bit so you can see what this looks like. So when you have the sharp chevron, you're going to have those very sharp stitches, so that's why it looks a little bit different than some of the other chevron stitches that I made in the past. And I really liked how this one turned out. It kind of reminds me of waves a little bit. And you can change up the colors however you would want to. You can make this in a variegated color, a solid color, like I said, whatever you decide that you want to make. I really like this stitch tutorial, and I will probably make a blanket with this in the future. So if you have any color suggestions for this stitch, please let me know, and I will definitely consider them when I make my chevron blanket. I'm thinking maybe something fall-like with the upcoming fall season. So again, if you have any suggestions on color combinations for this stitch pattern, I will go ahead and use that for a next future tutorial. So thank you so much for joining me today in learning how to make the sharp chevron stitch. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. Please like, comment, and subscribe to see all future videos by me. And as always, happy crocheting! And I also wanted to mention really quick that I am part of a charity group, and we are currently having our charity drive until the end of September. So if you are interested in donating some crocheted hats or scarves or baby blankets or even throw size blankets, you can always click on the link in the description box below the video, and you can go ahead and join our Facebook group. We have many wonderful people that have already donated to different charity groups, and we usually have 4 charity drives a year. So if you are someone who likes to donate to charity, or if you have a bunch of extra things lying around the house that you just want to donate, please feel free to click on that link and join our Facebook group. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.